Sunday night, Sooner Nation. Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. It's Sunday night, one day removed from the Red River rivalry beatdown that OU took, although it was, people might forget. I mean, OU fans are, I saw 918's comments, and I agree with 918, and I may be in the minority as well, 918, but OU's 5-1, and that's where most people had OU going into this game. Now, look, the Fire BV stuff, in my opinion, needs to be put on the back burner until the end of the season because, one, you don't know they're going 6-6 or 7-5, or maybe they're going to go 9-3 or whatever it is. So let's hold our horse a little bit. I think this team has better leadership on the field than they've had since he's been there. I mean, the Dylan Gabriel year, they had some leadership. I think John Mateer is going to be a great leader. I think he has been. So Jay, what I would say is hold the horses on the fire everyone right now. Now, there's some change that I think need to be made. Oh, what's this?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
You didn't hear the news?
No, I didn't.
I decided to quit my job. I'm going into coaching. Get me a big old fat buyout. Not do good at my job and take $50 million and run. So that's my career goal right now.
Franklin?
Keep naming them, Germ.
Well, why are we talking about Franklin right now? I'm talking about OU.
I'm just saying, man. It's a good career path.
Okay, yeah, and look, Jay, what would you say to what I just said while you were doing your antics? What would you say to what I just said?
About wait till after the season?
Just no one knows they're going 6-6 or 7-5.
Okay, here's what I would say to this. Okay, Jeremy, I know what you're trying to lay this up for me because you want me to say something.
No, that's not.
I know what you're doing based on our conversation today. I know what you're doing here.
Not doing it.
Listen, I said today in a conversation with Jeremy, I can tell you everybody what I said. I said, right now, Jeremy, after watching 6 games, I have a very tough time thinking OU is going to win more than 7 games. I don't see more than 2 wins, Jeremy.
No, you got them 7-5. I know you do.
Right now, after
you got to beat Missouri in one other game, and I think you're wrong. So
I think maybe, Jeremy, maybe so.
Look,
unless offense changes.
It's just hilarious, though. Now, look, I can be critical, and I have been. But one game, and everyone's gone off the deep end a little bit, Jay. Now, I will say this. Gray got, and Jay doesn't want to hear this. They didn't score at all yesterday. It was terrible. It was absolutely pathetic, the show of offense. But they did score more against Auburn than A&M did. They scored more against Auburn than Georgia did. So it's some of this. You can sit here and laugh all you want, Jay. Are you clapping or calling a timeout? Which one is it?
Well, that was a clap, not a timeout. Jeremy.
Hey, you can't say ref scored against Auburn and then not say it against other things. It's ridiculous.
Let me finish what I was saying.
Ridiculous.
Jeremy, let me finish what I was saying. All I was saying is that when I look at the schedule in front of them, this is purely offensive take right here. I just don't know if I've seen enough through 6 games to think they're going to be able to go on the road and beat Tennessee or beat Alabama or beat Ole Miss at home. I don't know, Jeremy, from what I've seen that can happen. You tell me what you've seen that tells you that can happen, that they can win 9 games. Tell me.
I told you earlier on the call we had, Jay.
What you see that you think.
Stop. Can you stop? I said a really great defense, and then timely plays by the offense like they did against Michigan and Auburn, and you can be 9-3. Okay, that can happen if you limit it to 1 turnovers or no turnovers a game. That's how it's happening. Now, Jay, yesterday people are saying, "Well, it's the way they lost." I agree, it's the way they lost. But go rewatch yesterday's game, Jay, and then go watch some games last year. There is a difference. There is a difference. You don't want to know what it is?
Yeah, they ran the ball better last year. What is that?
You want to hear the difference?
They ran the ball better last year.
You know that? OU had guys wide open yesterday. Mateer was so bad. Arbuckle even said after the game his eyes weren't looking at the right. Centennial on one play going right down the middle of the field unguarded, and he throws it over here. Another one where Centennial comes across the middle, he throws it behind. Last year, they didn't have open guys all over the place. You're wrong, Jay. You're wrong.
Jeremy, but tell me that I'm wrong here, though, Jeremy.
They have guys open. They didn't have them last year.
Jeremy, listen. I understand you picking 9-3. I picked 8-3 going into the LSU game. That was my pick all year. So I'm just saying, after watching 6 games offensively, like next week against South Carolina, what tells you they're not going to have a couple turnovers and lose that game?
Oh, I can't tell you, Jay.
I mean, based on the first 6 games, they probably won.
Dionne Warwick. Don't call the psychic hotline. What else do you want me to say, dude?
Well, I'm just saying, like, what I don't think it's a bad take for me to say that.
And it's not a bad take to say 9-3.
Well, they got a lot to do offensively to go 9-3, I think. I love their defense, Jeremy. I think their defense is really good. But at some point, offensively, it's got to be better than averaging 18. Listen to me closely. They played 3 Power 4 teams. Listen to these stats, Jerm. 3 Power 4 teams, and probably the 3 worst teams that were left on their schedule other than South Carolina. Texas, Auburn, and Michigan aren't better than Tennessee, probably Bama, Ole Miss. You agree?
I told you.
No. Answer the question. And not
Texas is better than Tennessee.
Okay, but Jeremy,
Tennessee barely beat Arkansas, dude. Come off it. Ole Miss barely beat Washington State. Do you watch football? There's games every week that there's a close game. When you're sitting there saying teams can't be beat, it's ridiculous.
Jeremy, listen to me real quick.
Do you watch football?
Those 3 teams compared to what's down the road, it's probably not as good as Bama. I mean, I'm just saying, okay, you can throw Texas in there maybe. Yes, I agree. Texas.
Auburn about beat Georgia.
Go on and on. Auburn stuff. Stop with it. They haven't won a game in the conference.
They almost beat Georgia yesterday. Every game's a dogfight, Jay. Every game's a dogfight. Do you understand how everything's a dogfight, Jay? Do you understand that? Every game's a dogfight. Do you get it? Do you understand that every game's a dogfight, Jay?
Jeremy.
Do you understand it?
I get it, but you tell me this. 3 games, Power 4 teams. You ready for it? 2.1 yards a carry. 18
running the ball.
18 points a game, Jerm.
Who said they're running the ball? Hey, what do you think of 918's comment? Last year, Michigan beat Ohio State 13-10. Ohio State could not move the ball 1 iota, and they win the national championship. If you go back and rewatch that game, Jay, they couldn't move the ball. What happened?
I agree with. Hey, listen, I agree with you.
There's games like that.
Hold up. I'm not talking about the Texas game. I'm talking about Auburn game and Michigan game. They 2 yards a carry, and they averaged 18 points a game.
You had over 100 yards rushing against Michigan. What are you talking about?
How many points a game have they averaged in the 3 games, though? 18 points.
20. Yeah, because yesterday they didn't score a touchdown. Yesterday was horrible. Yesterday was trash. What else do you want to say? The other 2 were not trash.
Jeremy.
Is my mic better? I got a new mic. Is it better?
I don't know. It's cutting out. Listen, we're gonna drop the phone lines in a minute. But here's
the last thing. Dude.
Last thing I want to say about this, Jerm. I hope for everything they go out Saturday and they look like a totally different offensive team. I really do. I'm just saying it's hard. After watching 6 games, it's hard to me to think they're going to go out there and run the ball real well.
I didn't say they're going to run the ball really well. I told you earlier what they need to do. They need to run John Mateer 20 times a game. That's what they need to do.
They're not going to do that in the SEC, Jeremy.
But they did it against Michigan, and they had 100 yards rushing. It's what they need to do. That's what he did at Washington State. It's what they're going to have to do, Jay. It's the only thing that's going to work, or air raid it out.
Hey, thanks, Damon. Thanks so much for the supers, man. Really do appreciate that. Thanks, Damon. Listen, I am not on here, and this was all a little joke about the football thing, and it was only because this has nothing to do really with anything OU related. But what is the deal with these buyouts? Why?
No idea.
Can you imagine if I walked into my job tomorrow and said, and I just didn't do very well, and I got paid millions?
Yeah, and I see. I see the comment. It's been here. Ron's asked it 20 times. Is Ott going to play another down? Yep, he is. He is, okay? He was trash yesterday. Didn't even go up to attempt to block someone. Dropped a wide open screen pass and then got 2 yards on the carry he had, okay? I will say this, though. You are blinded if you don't think the offense is any better than last year. You're blind.
I never
You're
said
muted.
I never said it wasn't, Germ.
There's a lot of people who say the offense is the same as last year. It's not the case, guys. It's not the case. It's not the same as last year. It's not. Let's get to Corks. The lines is bad, yes.
Hey, let's get to Corks. What's up, Corks?
Hey, apparently some other pod already broke the game down, so I watched it for nothing. But from what I saw, Mateer was really bad yesterday.
Terrible.
But it wasn't all. Let me rephrase that. One of the picks I don't think was on him. It was the one that he was throwing deep middle to Satania. I think he was throwing to a spot, and Satania was supposed to sit in it and grab it. I think Satania ran the wrong route. I may be wrong. I'm not sure.
Well, Gabe, it was weird. Gabe said that the one at the end of the half was all Burks, which I thought that was kind of weird. It looked like that was more Mateer to me.
The one at the end of the half, I think that was just, first of all, a stupid play call, and secondly, no, I don't know about that. That looked like a bad throw to me.
Yeah,
I don't even know why they ran that play. That should have just been a field goal.
I don't know why they didn't get.
Take the points, people. Take the damn points. We don't have a receiver that can beat anybody on a 50-50 ball, from what I'm seeing.
No, and the tallest guy.
I don't know if Giovanni can, because he ain't played all year.
Correct.
But I don't think we have one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Listen.
They don't throw to Giovanni. He's their tallest guy, and they don't ever throw a jump ball.
I'm not even saying.
To be fair, I don't think they've even thrown a sideline 50-50 ball all year, but I don't know if we got a receiver that can do it.
They did early on. They threw some back shoulders, but hey, it's not even that course. Go look at Deion Burks on the reverse.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to get to Burks because I was really high on him. I think maybe he's just not good or he's just quitting. I can't explain it with him.
Well, the one pass early in the game they completed to him on the rollout, he has a blocker out there, and he has one. If he can get by one guy, he probably
that's what he's not making anybody miss.
Yeah.
We have receivers that can't. We have receivers that can't win 50-50 balls or run in space or make anybody miss. Emmett Jones needs to be fired right now. I'm sorry. But we all know now. You guys, everybody knows what I think about Beatembo, right? I don't even have to critique that, right?
We know your thoughts.
Okay. And Murray, right? Murray.
Yeah.
Other than Blaylock, I don't think we have a serviceable running back. By the way, how long has Barnes been sitting out?
This is a big game. He's 2 games in a row. He hasn't touched
2 games in a row, not stepped on the field.
Did he quit?
No one's spoken of him.
Like it.
He's missing.
Oh man, I bet he's sitting out, ain't he? He's going to transfer.
No, he can't.
So yeah, let's just forget Barnes.
He can't.
That's 4 games, right? That's so he's played in 4
next week. Barnes will be the starter next week.
If he don't, I'm thinking he's sitting out, quitting like Nick Anderson.
I don't think he has another year though.
You know what? Did he play during COVID?
I don't remember.
He's been there.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. We all know about the entire offensive staff needs to go. I was kind of high on Arbuckle because of swagger. He had no swagger after rewatching the game. I'm out on him. I'm sorry, I'm out on him. Other than that, I disagree with a lot in the Discord. I think the defense did very well. Yeah, they give up 2 long drives, and that's not good. But other than that, I thought the defense played very well. Good enough to win, in my opinion.
RSJ had two missed tackles on
RSJ needs to sit.
3rd and 7. They were both 3rd and 7. They should have been a 2-yard gain. Killed him.
He needs to sit.
Play Powers or Boggs.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting at. Play the young kids. It can't be worse. And if it is, let them learn. The Elijah Thomas wide receiver, we don't have one that can win a 50-50. Play him. Who cares?
I agree. Kearney, I'd like to see Kearney out there.
All right, thanks for letting me call. Boomer damn Sooner.
Thanks,
hey, Jay. Now, I see Sooner Thrawn says Paul Feinbaum still says OU's a playoff team. Damon, thanks again for the super. Jay, there was a comment I wanted to get to. I know we got another caller on the line, but I'm not ready to throw Arbuckle out yet.
I'm not either. I'm not either.
Jay, the Deion Burks reverse, the one where Ott touched no one, and I agree, Ott should have went up and hit the guy, but Ott's on the outside of the guy. Burks has to keep going outside. That's where the blockers were. Why is he cutting it up the field?
I don't know, man.
Ott has the guy on the inside.
Yeah. Let's get to
Great God, he's not a clown.
Let's get to Corey.
You're a clown. How about that?
Hey, what's up, Corey?
What's up, y'all? How are
I
y'all
don't like
doing?
the people are clowns thing. It gets very annoying.
What's
Let's
up?
go, Corey. What's up?
How are y'all doing?
Not too good. Nah,
Yeah.
it's all good. I'm just fired up tonight. Jay and I have been arguing all day, so.
No, I feel that. So my question is, why do they bring players in the game yesterday who haven't seen the field like all season? Caden Helms, they brought him in yesterday for a play or a couple, and then they brought Xavier Robinson in the game.
Yeah, he was the backup yesterday. He was second string guy. Yeah, I don't get it.
And then they also brought like Daniel Akinkumi in, I think, at one point.
Well,
I
they
didn't
had
see-
to
I didn't
because of
see
injury.
Akinkumi.
He got a couple snaps because of injuries. Yeah, Akinkumi got in. Yep.
Okay, well, yeah, I was
Yeah.
just
Hey, I mean, it just they got issues. They got issues on the O line. They've had injuries for the last 2 years. They can't. The depth was bad. The guys they brought in that they thought were going to. I mean, let's go back, guys, and talk about Josh Bates. Remember him? They brought him in. They thought he was going to be the next in Oklahoma. He's not even at Oklahoma. Couldn't keep him. Didn't want him. I don't know what it was. Couldn't develop him. The O line. They have what? The O line hasn't. How long? And I have a question too. Hey, Corey. Corey, I got a question. Are you Bill Beatenbow? I can't remember. Are you a Beatenbow guy or not?
honestly, up until now,
Yeah.
I was, but obviously our offensive line is having trouble performing, so I think he needs to go.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that way. But hey, thanks for the call, Corey.
You're welcome.
Good to hear from you, Corey. I don't know how
One
long.
thing I was gonna say about Bill Beatenbow is real quick about Bill Beatenbow. All his success, was it not the Lincoln Riley offense?
I don't know, Jay. I can't tell you that.
Was it the offense they were running, or was it Bill Beatenbow with
He's been a good O-line coach. I don't know what the disconnect is, Jay.
He's got
hey,
guys in the NFL, that's for sure. I agree with you. I agree with you. He's got in the NFL.
Damon's mentioning the 21 personnel that Gabe said. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do differently, Jay. There was a comment I was going to get to, and hey, yeah, I shouldn't have said Greg God's a clown. I was just getting fired up because I can't stand the clown stuff. Now, I partly said
Like
it because of the trash and clown stuff. Everyone uses that term all the time. But I do agree the scheme's pretty bad, though. Running the ball. I think Arbuckle's got some nice stuff, some nice route stuff in the passing game, Jay. I do. I think he does.
Some of it, yeah, I would agree. Listen, I'm not just totally out on him. I think my problem is the common denominator is the other four position coaches on the offense, specifically Joe John Finley, DeMarco Murray, and Bill Beatenbow. They were there from Lincoln Riley days. They kept them. They've been the common denominator the last few years. And please tell me, in Brent Venable's tenure at Oklahoma, Jerm, this is a question for you. What skill position guy, tight end, wide receiver, and running back, would you say has been awesomely developed?
Under who?
Those three position groups: tight end, wide receiver, running back.
Hasn't been. It's clear.
But how? That's this is year 4 of that. Year 4, and there's nobody been developed. How's that possible? Wait, how's that possible? What if I don't develop people on my team at work? What happens?
You get canned, Jay. Damon, thanks for the super. And I'm going to show Damon's here. It says the attention to details offensively. Yesterday, it was terrible, especially by Mateer. I think the best thing that they could do moving forward is they've got to run Mateer 15 to 20 times a game and then air raid it out after that and mix in the running game and maybe try to go 2 running backs. I still don't understand why they're not doing it. They've got to switch something up, Jay.
Jerm, but you've been saying 2 running backs for 4 years now. I mean, when are you going to wake up to reality? They're not running 2-back set.
Well, this is the first time Arbuckle's been there.
Game
They
7.
in the first game they ran it.
Wait, what, one play? It's like you got this thing in a little bowl
It's in
here.
the book, Jay. If it's in the book, I just watched National Treasure, Book of Secrets. I just watched it. It's in the book. It's in the book, so they can run it.
Let's see here.
Is it in the book, Jay? Is it in the playbook?
Hey, let's go wishbone this week, shall we? Let me get another one.
Hey, Eric, it might do something. Listen,
This
Javonte
week,
Barnes, Jay, dude, whatever. Is Javonte Barnes a pretty good blocker, would you say?
Barnes should be playing more.
So could you go two back and at least have him lead blocking?
I'm not, Jeremy, you're missing the point. I'm not saying should they. I'm saying they won't.
But they have this year, so why not put it out there?
When? Name the
Couple
play.
games, Jay. They've done two running.
Name the game and the play. I'm waiting.
It's not, Eric. You may think it's over, and it very well could be, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
They can very well be 9-3, and they can very well be 8-4. I don't think they're going to be 7-5. Now, here's what I will say, Jay. I said this earlier to you. If they go into South Carolina and play like they did against Texas, I will say it's over at that point. If they play like they did against Texas, I will get on here and say it's over if they play that bad again. I'm not asking for Barnes to carry the ball, Greg God. Hey, I'm not asking for that, Greg God. I said a lead blocker. Open your ears and listen. I said lead blocker.
Apparently, Gabe said Barnes is redshirting. So that's where this is coming from. Now, actually, OU's favored, and OU only failed at number 14. Listen, with all this I've been talking about, listen, I had to get some of that off my chest here. Okay, listen. Jerm, the season, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, they could go out and beat South Carolina. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this, and please hear me, Jerm. Don't fumble this up like you do other things and think that I'm saying something else. Jerm, they could go beat South Carolina. They can go beat Missouri. They could win some games down here. But what I'm saying is what I've watched with my eyes against the better competition teams this year, the way Mateer's played in some of these games with the turnovers, I think this offense with Mateer, when you play good teams, Mateer's going to have to win you the games. He's going to have to win you the games, just like he did in Michigan and Auburn. He was great in the run game in those games, and he made some really tough passes down the stretch in those games. That's going to have to happen, Jerm, to get to 9 wins. That's going to have to happen 4 more times with Mateer having an outstanding game against really good competition. Because I think, Jeremy, if you look at the identity of this offense, it's Mateer, go get us a play. Now, that's what this offense is. Mateer, what can you throw on your back and go get for us? There's nothing else, Jerm. There's nobody else helping him except a couple receivers if he makes a good throw. Jerm, there's nothing else helping him. It's Mateer, throw it on his back, strap it on, and say, what can you go get us? And based on that, it's hard for me to say, I see 9 wins because you're putting a lot on a quarterback, an awful lot.
Yeah. Hey,
and he's had turnovers.
Tim Fowler, if OU's 7-5, he will be done, in my opinion. Teresa, winning cures everything and whining cures everything, I think. Easy money. Thanks for the $20 super. Appreciate your support of our channel. How does South Carolina defense this year compared to last year? They whipped us pretty bad last year. They're really good this year. I mean, LSU, the LSU offense, what did they score last night? 20 on them total?
No, they're good.
What LSU put on them at home?
LSU's offense hasn't been very good either. I would agree with that.
LSU only scored 20 on them. Jay, is it a good win if OU beats South Carolina? Because I know there's a lot of people in this chat that'll say it's not a good win.
Jeremy, every win you can get right now is a good win. Hey, we got to get to the other callers.
I think it's a good win if you beat South
Carolina.
We got
Platone followed by Greg. What's up, Platone?
Hey guys, so just reviewing the game, a couple of things came up, but I wanted to get a question you guys about the big picture. Let's assume that Venables pulls it around, changes course, he plays better, he has a better team in that last half of the season. Let's say he goes to 9 wins, he gets 9 wins. And let's say he averages 9 wins a year here in the SEC, 9, maybe 10 on a good year, but he only wins 25% of his games against Texas, and he loses 75% of those games. What's your verdict on keeping him or getting rid of him?
Well, hey, if you look at the history of Oklahoma, you got to beat Texas.
Yeah. So here's what I think. I think Venables has the potential to actually get to average 9 or 10 wins in the SEC, but I think that's a ceiling. I don't think he's gonna I think it'll take a fluke for him to like win the SEC. I think it'll take a fluke for him to win multiple playoff games, that kind of thing. I see him as uh, you know, I kind of split coaches into tiers, right? In the top tier, I have coaches that have won national championships. Second tier, I would say, are people like Sark who are not quite good enough to win a national championship, but they're pretty close. And I think Venables is a tier below Sark. Let's face it, Venables can't beat Sark. It's been
Correct.
4 times. The only without Dylan Gabriel's heroics, Venables would be 0-4 against Texas.
Yeah.
He's not. Sark is in a different category, and Sark is not a super elite either. He's not. I don't think Sark is in Kirby Smart's class or some of those other guys that have won national championships. So I feel like he's in that tier 3 category. I just don't. I don't see him beating Texas with any regularity as long as Sark is there. And I'm curious as to how people feel about that. Even if we do win 9 or 10 games, I mean, I don't see him maybe winning 1 out of 4 against Texas. So I don't know. That's my take on it.
Hey, good stuff.
I mean, the history shows you cannot continue to lose to Texas and still have a job at OU. So that's what I would say to that. Let's get a coconut, Greg, and then I want to get to a couple of the comments.
What's up, Greg?
Hey, what's up? Hey, if nobody has said it yet, Jason, slick haircut. Looks good.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My new coaching career. I had to get it.
Hey, you know, there might be some openings at the University of Oklahoma one day. You never
There's
know.
openings all over the country.
True.
Greg?
My question with that, kind of on that topic there, do we think that Ben Arbuckle has the autonomy or the agency on this team to push for a position coach change?
That's a great question, Greg. That's a great question. You know my opinion on this. We talked about it all off season before they hired an OC. My opinion is whoever your OC or DC is should have full reign of who his position coaches are. Now, I don't know if they would do that or not, but I think anybody in that position that's calling the offense should get to pick who their position coaches are.
I agree. I think the answer is no in this case. It seems like a couple of guys there, running backs coach and O-line coach, they like to have their feet cemented to the floor and just can't be removed for whatever reason. But if he doesn't, Arbuckle, and I think he doesn't, I don't think they would give him that responsibility. But do you think Jeff Nagy could like really put Venables' feet to the fire and say, listen, something has to be done here with these guys? Do you think he would do something like that?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know, but like they don't have you have Joe C, but he's kind of like in between. They haven't hired an AD or anything. I mean, I don't know.
How much autonomy does Jim Nagy have? That's the question.
I don't know either. That's a
Good
great
point.
question. It's a great question. I don't even know who to ask. That would be great insight.
I'd love to see the flow chart on OU football right now.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, ultimately, for sure, your athletics coordinator and probably this general manager, I mean, I think their real role is like fundraiser above anything else. It's their job to bring in money to the school. But last question here. So I've been trying to figure out if our problem is coaching or if it's personnel. So I guess thought experiment here. If we could go back and replay the game yesterday, but say OU played with Texas's coaching staff and Texas's scheme-wise, if OU played under Sarkisian and then the Texas players played under Venables, just flipped that, who do you think would win that game?
So you would have Texas players playing with Arbuckle's system?
With Arbuckle's system and with Brett Venables as the head coach and vice versa.
I don't know if it would have mattered on OU's side with BV coaching because the Texas O-line wasn't – I mean, Arch Manning made some big-time throws when he had some pressure. OU missed some tackles. Now, OU missed some tackles this game. That's just point blank that they usually don't miss, especially safeties. So I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure what would have changed.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think the problem is a little bit of both. I think it's clear that, there's coaching staffs just aren't developing guys, but also I just think you look at a lot of the other players and they're bigger, faster, stronger than a lot of the guys we have. Last thing, and I'll jump off here. What did y'all think of Penn State getting rid of their head coach?
Surprised, but
I'm shocked. They're a game away from the Natty last year. I don't know if there's something going on inside or what, but that seems a little quick.
It's one of those situations, those Greg. You know how it is sometimes. It's like probably best for both parties. Like he went and lost to UCLA and Northwestern. It almost seemed like, I don't know if he
Players have
quit or
given
the
up.
team quit, but
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
what I was
lose
going to say.
back-to-back games like that. It's kind of like when OSU lost to TU. It was like, oh, Gundy's finally a time to get rid of him. I think it's probably a thing where that Penn State was probably like, man, he hasn't won the big game, but we don't really have a reason to get rid of him. Well, then they got a reason, I guess, after 2 horrible losses. Thought, well,
But with their star quarterback going out, do you think that would cut him a little slack in that situation?
Well,
though?
they lost to Northwestern. I mean,
Yeah.
he was still in, wasn't he? I mean, I don't know when he got hurt in the game. I didn't really
Yeah,
watch.
true. Good
Hey,
one, guys.
thanks.
See ya.
We've got corrections, and I was going to tell Damon how to get on, but he's in the studio here, so he'll be up.
He's on deck after corrections.
He's on deck.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right, man.
Well, as bad as yesterday was, the sun still came up today, so
Sure did.
Always will, man.
always will. Yeah, I guess what really sucks about yesterday is how we lost that game. It's just so, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday. You know, we were the better football team the first half. You know, and then I just don't know what happened. It's like the offense just decided that they were going to stay in the locker room the second half. They came out flat. I know I was listening to Gabe and Teddy today. I remember at the beginning of the game when Texas was coming out of the tunnel, they had a big, boom box up on their shoulders. And they were hopping around excited. They said they did that again at halftime coming out of the locker room, and they were jacked up and everything. And so I was just kind of wondering, where is our team leadership and the coaching staff? You got to have the pulse of the team. And if they start, dropping, it's like, how can you got to do something about that?
Well, I'll say this, and I agree. The second half, OU allowed 2 long drives from Texas. Both of those drives, OU had 3rd and 7, 1, 3rd and 11, and RSJ point blank misses tackles on 2-yard screen passes. That kills. Those are killers. And then on offense, they go 3 and out the one time they had it in the third quarter. But even when you got to the fourth, it's a 13-6 game. I think there's like 8 minutes left in the game. OU's at midfield, and you get the throw behind Satania when Mateer was still not even pressured, and that that's what happened. I mean, and then it just snowballed after the punt return, but yeah,
right. But it was just a outside of look. I'm going to give Mateer kind of a pass for yesterday, even though he played just terrible. I think that thumb was a bigger deal than he was letting on. But he's just a dog and wanted to play in that game. We'll see how he does the rest of the year. But I just really think it was affecting him a lot more than what he said. But still, with him, he was given 110% effort. And then you got Blaylock out there playing hard, Kanik playing hard. But outside of those few people on the offensive side of the ball, I'm just not seeing any dogs out there. It's frustrating turning around to different random games yesterday after our game. I even watching the BYU game last night. They have receivers that are dogs that'll go up and fight for a pass. Offensive line that actually violent. BYU's offensive line. BYU for heaven's sake is shoving Arizona defenders back off the ball.
Arizona, not Texas. I mean, Ohio State had way less yards than OU against Texas.
Right, but Arizona until yesterday they haven't allowed a touchdown all season long. They have a really good defense, and BYU's offensive line is more violent than OU's and able to shove people off the ball. It's just so frustrating. It's like, where are the dogs on the offense? There's just hardly any.
They don't have many. They got one. It's Mateer as far as leadership.
And that's the thing. If Mateer, with his thumb and has a bad game like yesterday, it seems like our offense is just done.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. And I'm hoping for the best still. I'm not one of these guys saying fire everybody and all that. Let's just see how we do against South Carolina. We'll find out about a lot about this team on South Carolina, what they're made of. Are they going to collapse, or are they going to show a little freaking pride and bounce back?
I agree.
And I don't care what anyone else says. Winning at South Carolina is a really good win. So
hey,
I agree. All right, have a good night, guys.
Let's get to Damon, who's been dropping supers.
What's up, Damon?
As much as Mateer threw picks yesterday. Thanks, Damon. And what's going on?
Hey, guys. First of all, thank you so much for everything you do every night for us.
Appreciate it.
It's been a frustrating week definitely. Thank you for continuing what you do. I know you guys have gone through some tough times with your family, so thank you for being here every night.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I'm not very encouraged. I feel like the last couple of years has been the same old, same old. I listened to Gabe and Teddy earlier, and our O-line is just, we're not aggressive. We're not attacking. We're like mirror blocking at the point of attack. And basically, what Gabe said, the only way we're going to be successful for the rest of the year is if we run no tight ends and throw the ball almost on every down.
Yeah,
and
spread it out.
Yep. And I heard Gabe earlier, and I think you guys talked about earlier in the week, that 3-by-1 set was going to be successful for us, and we didn't do a lot of that. And there's no other way to say it. We got out-coached. And offensively, defensively, and it's very tiring that every year we get into these games with Sark and he's out coaching us. And, it's frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Very frustrating. And I know, Damon, I've been a little kind of boisterous tonight with my prediction of it's just hard. I don't know. I mean, what are you thinking for the rest of the year, Damon, record wise?
Oh, man. It's so hard because you can't run the ball.
I
don't understand it. I just don't understand. What I don't understand is Venables is such an aggressive defensive coordinator, and our offense in the last few years has not matched who we are. So it's like he's hiring these guys that are not masking who he is internally, and it's almost like
that's a good point.
Complying to what the kids, because I used to be a high school football coach. And it's almost like he's, we have these 7-on-7 leagues and everything's throwing. And he wants to attract the best athletes for that situation. But at the same time, I think I heard a couple of callers last week. It's almost like we need to be like a Michigan style. We need to run the ball and get that effort, but we just don't have the alignment right now.
Don't have the dogs to do it right now.
We don't do it. We
Yeah.
don't. And we do.
Yeah.
And that's what's scary. I don't understand what happened to Beatabo, because it feels like the last few years we've been able to run the ball, but the last two we can't. And then my other concern is every year, why are we hurt? Why are we injured every single year?
It's a problem.
I don't understand.
Nation, though.
Yeah, and I don't know. And it's so what the other thing is I'm matching up is, so if you're not physical, why are we hurt? I mean,
well, Damon, if you heard Sooner Scoop last night on their podcast, I think some of them said on this, said that you wouldn't, the linemen wouldn't be getting rolled up on as much if they had guys on their butts.
True. You're right about that. Yeah. We're not running an attacking style offensive line. And again, I don't know the internal operations, what's going on the inside, but it's not matching what we do on defensively. It's like we're running two different, it just does not seem like it's matching up at all. All.
You're right. Hey, thanks for the call, Damon. Appreciate it,
Damon. Thanks.
Thank you both. I appreciate everything you do.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Jay, we got 3 more callers right here on the line, real quick. The Baker and material. The comparison was because of attitude, more or less. No one, at least that I remember, at least it wasn't in how great they were. And hey, by the way, Jay, speaking of Baker, elite again. There are a lot of people 2 years ago who said Baker Mayfield was trash. I'm just saying there were.
Oh, in the NFL, yeah.
They said he was trash.
A couple more callers here. Let's get to Colin. What's going on, Colin? What's on your mind?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing okay, man.
My only really question for you guys is, I know everyone's talking about like firing this coach, but as it stands with 5-1, I don't think anyone gets fired if season ended today and we ended 5-1.
Yes.
But my only question is, with people who are trying to go to the top and say fire BV, wouldn't that just be resetting the timeline that we're already trying to rebuild? Like, that's not going to get you anywhere.
I agree.
Then new coach comes in, and then you have to take the developing years. And
hey, Colin, I agree with you, but it depends on how bad the season. If it's a bad season this year, you can't just keep throwing bad seasons out and say, well, you can't make a change. Now,
correct.
Colin, what I would say is this: you're 5-1, and guys, listen. I know I said 2 more wins. if for some reason OU goes out and beats South Carolina and then they come home and they play Ole Miss and win and they're sitting at 7-1, this is a whole nother conversation that we're talking about. But they have to go out there and do that now. That's the thing. You got a home game against Ole Miss and you got South Carolina on the road. You need to win those two games if people are talking about 9-3. You can't lose any.
And the narrative will be they beat a bad South Carolina team and an Ole Miss team at home.
I don't care. 7-1, you take it, man. Jeez.
And then my last question is, if you guys were able to make the decision, which position coach would you fire after the season?
If I only pick one, it would be DeMarco Murray.
I don't know. I think I'd take Joe John.
The follow up, like, is there anyone good enough coach wise to go out and get? Like, who would you target for, like, if we got rid of DeMarco?
Oh, there's running back coaches galore.
Yeah, if you pay the right price.
Yeah, you can get position.
So the type of Jay, very stoic. Like, how well does Arbuckle and DeMarco even get along? We don't know that. We don't know if they do or don't.
Lastly, I heard it on the radio and I've been thinking about it. If you think about it, our freshman running backs have always been good. It feels like the longer they're in the system, the worse they get.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
you're right about that.
Xavier Robinson last year was our star running back, and now we're hardly even seeing him.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And now it's Blaylock. It feels like whatever they're learning under DeMarco isn't making them better.
Yeah. They're not.
Yeah.
But all right, thank you guys.
Thanks, man.
We've got Sooner Thrawn followed by Ethan on deck.
Hey, Joe. How are y'all?
All right, you.
Oh, first of all, should OU, and I mean, maybe they'll make a call, but shouldn't they make a call to Sam Pittman? The guy is from Oklahoma.
No.
He is an SEC very well respected O-line coach.
Well, they're not going to make
I know he is.
Change.
I know he is, Sooner Thrawn. I just don't know how much he's really even wanting to coach.
I'm not saying he wants to, but shouldn't know you made a call. Wouldn't it be worth it to see if he has any interest? He's from the state. He might be on board of getting back in with a team that's he sees all OU has except the one area that is the biggest issue. I mean, I don't know. I'd at least give him a call. He really knows the SEC, and he coached at OU actually in the 90s.
Yeah, he did. I just think he's probably wanting to ride off into the sunset. Take those.
Well, I'm not saying he would accept it. I'm saying they might want to give him a call, though. It'd be worth the call.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand. The end of the half was inexcusable. I don't even know what. And I'm one of those people that in the Georgia game, I do not say the squib kicks while we lost. I think that's dumb. We were still up 14. But that end of the half was much more relevant of the momentum when I don't even understand with 30 seconds left. I'm like, the whole stadium saying timeout, and they just sit there and look around at each other.
And Sooner Thrawn, to me, it wasn't even that. To me, you had a minute 10 and you're at midfield and you didn't try to hurry and go score 7.
Yes, they were doing that as well. Like,
go 3, go get 7.
Go.
If OU would have had some urgency and made a big play and got up 13-3,
yeah, that's a big
difference.
Yeah, because our defense played well enough. I mean, the second half, I will give Texas credit. They made some big third downs, but they're not that good. Their offense still has a lot of problems. I think neither one of these teams right now have a playoff offense. They may have playoff defense if they improve, but Texas was not that great. I mean, they had a couple decent drives, but you can't expect your defense every single drive to do nothing. And keep in mind, they had to go against 3 turnovers, and they had the big crazy play that rarely happens in a punt return. That's the only reason why I say that we can figure it out. We had a lot of the crazy plays that you're never going to probably have a game that you have a punt return and 3 turnovers and get none. That's probably not going to happen anymore. Yeah. And I don't think you're going to see Mateer play as bad. I think he was hurt. And I don't think Texas is maybe the best defense we face. Now, they're not the best team, because some of the other teams have a little better offense. I will agree there.
Colin Simmons and Hill and Muhammad are really good.
Oh, their defense is stacked.
They're really good. But I mean, you don't know year to year. I mean, did you think Penn State would be firing their coach? I mean,
no, I didn't think Indiana would try.
You think Indiana go just knock around Oregon?
Indiana and their coach even came out and said it. His philosophy is He doesn't care about stars. He just wants players that he can develop.
Just
They went
amazing.
into a 5-star haven and dominated them.
He's amazing. I mean, they were 3-9, 3 straight seasons, and
Big
now
Eddie's
they're
the hottest commodity right now.
they're like
He doesn't
what,
care how the players
third
stars
in the
are.
country now.
Yeah.
So I mean, in like the first half, Texas, I mean, nothing. I mean, but you just can't expect the defense to every single time be
Correct.
out there. But
Correct.
I think we bounce back. I like our chances against South Carolina, and then
You have to.
we find a way to win our home games, and then that
Yeah.
but we'll see. But I still think I wish they'd give Sam a call because I know he's really good, and he might.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
later, guys.
thanks.
Hey, see you, man.
Hey, I've got to respond here. I know we got Ethan on. Hey, you can't, Eric. I'm just going to say this. You can't pick one game because they also went to Missouri and scored. I think they lost like 29-20. And then they played LSU really tough yesterday. I think Vandy was the game Lenore Sellers got hurt, and if I'm mistaken, I don't know. Was it?
I mean, Vandy could have beat Bama last week. So I mean,
I think that's the game Sellers got hurt in.
I don't know.
Look, hey Jay. Anyone, and I'm going to say it again for everyone in the chat. If you don't think going to South Carolina is a good win, you don't know football. Period.
I don't care what people think. It would be a good win, in my opinion, because any win right now on OU's schedule is a good win, what they have left. You got to win. You got to win a lot of games here. So, hey, let's get to Ethan. Ethan's on the line. What's up?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Ethan?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys, after seeing the disaster from yesterday, what were we doing the past 2 weeks leading up to the game? Because we technically had 2 weeks to prepare for Texas. And, I mean, I think for me personally, I was more disappointed on how the defense played because was not expecting
the tackling. They had 12 missed tackles. That was the worst
tackles.
Yeah, because the offense, the O-line is bad, and it has been all year.
Better.
Yeah, I was just pretty disappointed to see how the defense have played.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I don't know.
I'm not Jay. The defense was not the issue.
Defense played good enough to win. But he's talking about when he's talking about the offensive line. I'm with him. Like the offensive line, I don't know how it's going to get better.
Yeah.
So, how many more wins you got for OU this year, Ethan?
5-1
right now. Where do you got him at?
Probably with 3 losses. I still see
9-3, huh?
I still see 9-3.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I like the positivity.
That's what I got him at, but we'll find out. Appreciate the call, Ethan.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey, all caps, man. Eric must be angry tonight. Hey, Jay, to me, OU's coming off their worst performance of the season. It's not even close.
Yeah.
They're going on the road right after this big-time emotional game where they looked absolutely awful. South Carolina went to Death Valley and played pretty well. I think OU going to South Carolina and rebounding after this last week is actually, it's not a good win. It's a great win.
Well, here's the thing, Jerm.
That's what I think personally.
OU on Saturday needs to flip the script, okay? If they go out there on Saturday and they win and their offense puts up 30 points or something, maybe I'll look at things differently, but I can't pick that's going to happen right now. I
agree, Jay. And
why can't you? Why is that a bad thing? I mean, I just can't. From what I've seen, and guys, I haven't thrown this stat out there yet either. Brent Venables been at Oklahoma. This is his 4th season. Jerm, you may know the answer to this because I think I might have told you, but I want the chat to guess. What is Brent Venables' record in every game after, not the one game, but in the compilation of all the games that have been played after the Texas games every year? I'm throwing out the main game, so let's go. There's 20 games there. What is his record in those 20 games?
It's not good.
What did I tell you this today? Do you know it?
No, but
okay. Well, what do you think his record is? 20 wins. There it is. Aaron got it. 8-12.
Hey,
it's not a good sign.
Bob's comment about what's different is I think they have more mature quarterback, and I think their passing schemes is better. He definitely doesn't take as many sacks as Arnold took. And hey, you can't always base things on points. Hey, was Georgia going into Auburn last night a good win? I'm asking.
I think it's a good win, but a lot of people would say
I do too, Jay.
A lot of people on here would say
and it was 13-10 until the last drive. So
and it should have been well,
they played well enough to win.
Yeah. Hey, what about I saw a comment I wanted to get to. Oh, right now, Troy's asking, are you picking OU to lose this week?
I haven't thought about it yet that much, Jay.
I haven't thought about it, but
hey, Arch was way better than Mateer yesterday. And Arch wasn't good against Florida. I mean, like, guys, you don't know. It's game to game on all this stuff.
Well, we did say that most games this year are going to be close games. I still kind of believe that for the most part. I just need this offense to improve and look better. Yes, they haven't looked the part for me. They haven't looked the part for me, Jerm. And that's where I'm basing.
Oh, they did it yesterday for sure.
My thoughts are, from what I've watched through 6 games, A, I don't see the running game getting better. B, I don't think they have a ton of playmakers offensively. C, I think the only way they score enough points in some of these games is for Mateer to be Superman. And yeah, he may do it in a few games, but how many can he do that in, Jerm? 4 more? 4 more?
That's I don't know, Jay. That's what's determined.
Big stretch.
Hey, I don't have to pick OU to win, although what I said was I haven't picked it yet. I'll pick it on game time what the score will be and who I'll pick. I've got OU 9-3. That's what I got them at. If you lose to South Carolina, it becomes very, very difficult at that point. So I would like to think that OU's going to not lose 2 in a row here. Under Bob Stoops, you never had to worry about that.
Yeah, and
never had to worry about that.
Hey, Sixvo, I hope you are right with every fiber in my body. I hope Germ that thinks 9-3. I mean, with everything I have, I hope you guys are right, and that's what happened.
Greg has got 5-7. Okay,
I really do hope so, guys. I mean, I'm a huge OU fan, so I want that. I'm trying to look at it with my eyes on the offense. It's the offense. It's the offense for me, Germ. I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of the same things we talked about last year.
But it's not like last year's.
The offense is very similar as far as O-line problems, wide receiver, running back. It's similar, Germ.
Jackson Arnold wasn't leading the conference in total yards last year ever at any point.
But that's what I'm saying.
Was 4 or 5 games into the season.
That's my point. It's Mateer. That's
different, but that's different. Mateer plays on their team.
But Germ,
it's different.
Germ, the
same. It's not different, except they have this guy at quarterback. Well,
same issues, Germ. Is there not same issues?
There's receivers wide open, Jay. There are receivers open. Last year, we went through podcast after podcast.
Yes, agree. The passing game.
Who are you going to throw to? There's no one open.
I agree. The passing game is better. Yes. Passing game is better than last year. Running game, not. O-line, not. Agreed? Agreed or disagree?
The O-line is very similar to last year. Yes.
Running game, worse.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. It depends on if you're running the quarterback.
Well, the running game's worse. Go look at it.
Depends on if you're running the quarterback or not.
The running game's worse this year, Germ. That's all I'm saying. And you know what? Maybe they come out Saturday and look totally different. And my goodness,
I think they will, Jay. I think Mateer is going to rebound.
Awesome, that would be awesome.
I think Mateer is going to rebound. And hey, BB hasn't lowered any expectation or standards. If that's the case, we would be sitting on here saying it's okay.
No, it's kind of weird. What I would say to that comment is
that's a horrible comment, dude.
You know what? You know why that's a bad comment? Because OU's 5-1, and most people are negative on here. That's not.
He actually is very wrong with that comment.
He's actually wrong because the standards right now are high because people are pissed at 5-1.
Exactly.
So he's wrong on
weird
that.
Take, man. Weird take on that.
People are pissed at 5-1. Not many fan bases out there are upset with the 5-1 record. So.
I would say the standards are still very high, Jay.
I think the standards are high. I would agree with you.
All right, another fun night here tonight, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Damon Dustin, thanks so much for the supers. It seems like there was someone else who did a super, Jay. But, hey, appreciate just everyone that's been on here. And hey, I'm not going to do it tonight because I see a couple other comments I want to get to, but we could go on forever, so I'm not going to do it, Jay. I'm just going to hold my lip tonight. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a marvelous Monday.